Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your reading for the week of November 16th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That was the strength card that wanted to pop out there, Libra. I don't take pop-outs, but it did want to kind of jump out there. So we will keep that in mind for you here, Libra. But let's see what is going on for you here. I get in this first row here, right off the bat, I get some, I don't know if I would call it anxiety, but maybe just excitement, wanting things. Yeah, you have the Knight of Swords here as well, wanting something to move forward much faster. We're going to have to see what that is for you, Libra, but let's see what is going on for you here, Libra, with this energy. And Libra, your overall energy for the week is the Antelope Spirit. It says life is speeding up, things are moving faster. And I would say here, like, I get some sort of delay here. We'll talk about that in a second. But you go from this like delay row to Chariot and Knight of Swords, like something moving forward much faster. This card also want to come out. It says sometimes life stings. So, this card can talk about challenges and say sometimes we have to experience certain challenges to get something else that could be good for us as well. I get something about taking some sort of risk though on this Wasp card. We'll have to see what comes up in this reading. But Libra, you start off with this Breathe card here. Obviously, it's a card that says take some time to breathe at this time. You have the Four of Cups, the Judgment card, and Three of Wands here in this first row. It's almost like you're waiting for something, like waiting for some sort of offer. I feel like you've been getting offers with that Four of Cups, whether this is love, business, money, it doesn't really matter. That Four of Cups really kind of says that you have probably been getting offers or receiving offers, but maybe they just aren't, they just haven't been that great. So if you've been looking for love, the Four of Cups says maybe you've been receiving love offers, but maybe they haven't been very exciting. It's like you've been hoping for a real victory in love. I feel like you've been hoping for that pull with the Judgment card, and we'll talk about that in just a second. I want to clarify this. Yeah, you have this By the Book card as well. I feel like for some of you, I do feel like with the Four Cups here, I do feel like there's a need to let go of expectations. I feel like saying you need to allow someone to surprise you here as well, Libra. Sometimes I think like in love, for example, we think that like the love has to happen in a certain way, or we feel like maybe we have to find our person with a certain amount of steps, if that makes sense. And I feel like this is saying allow somebody to potentially do something different. That Four of Cups is a card of apathy, but it's also a card of expectations. Like he could be sitting here, and you have this By the Book card. The By the Book card is a good card, but it could be you expecting things to happen a certain way. And the Four of Cups, he is not accepting this offer of this cup because it's not coming to him in the way that he expects. So, in a lot of ways, I feel like this whole first row here is saying allow yourself to be surprised. You have the Judgment card and Three of Wands here as well. So I do feel like this could be communication coming in for you, probably in the future. Even if we take this row here, this first diagonal, we go Three of Wands, Chariot, Knight of Swords. It could be just saying that someone is going to be coming in for you in the future as far as love is concerned. I also feel like a lot of you could be designing your own life here. Four of Cups to the Temperance card. We'll talk about that in a minute, but that looks really good. But I feel that, again, you've been waiting for something that just feels right with that Judgment card. Next, you have this Dragon card. It says, access Earth's inner wisdom. It could be a good week for you to maybe ground yourself or practice grounding exercises. Yeah, you have the Sloth card. It says digital detox, recalibrate, reset, and recharge. So again, with that Four of Cups, it could be just a good week for you, or maybe you already have been doing this. I get the sense that some of you have already been doing this, like maybe you decided to take a step back from a situation, or maybe you just decided to take some time for yourself to make a choice. You have the Temperance card, Chariot, and the Eight of Cups. Number one, Sagittarius is jumping out at me, so I do feel for some of you in love, there could be a Sagittarius coming in. Could also be a Cancer as well. Could be any sign, just a general reading, but Sagittarius and Cancer jump out at me here with these cards. I feel like, with this Temperance card, it's like you go from the Four Cups to this Temperance card here. Temperance is about mixing two things together and to get a different result. So for some of you, I feel that you could be accepting two cups from this Four of Cups, and you could be working to develop something, or you could be working to create something different in your life. And the Temperance Angel has 1 foot on the land, 1 foot in water. You have this digital detox card. Again, maybe some of you need to kind of ground some emotions. Maybe you are feeling something about a person. Maybe you need to explore those feelings. This could be on your own as well. You could just be meditating on your feelings about a person. Maybe you're thinking about love. It could be something else as well. Maybe there's a certain job that you want. This could just say meditate on those things and just feel how you feel about it. Even in meditation, that could be giving you a lot of answers with these cards. I definitely feel that there is a victory coming in for you. You really cannot beat Chariot as your center card. The center card, this is my own spread, this 9-card spread. I always say it's past, present, future, but I read intuitively. I just read whatever. Sometimes the future shows up over here, vice versa. So, just keep that in mind. But to me, the center card is the most important card in this spread that I use. And the Chariot card is a card of a victory. It really says you're in control this week. He has these 2 sphinxes here, which I always say represents external circumstances. So the card kind of says you are in control, but do not allow external circumstances to take control. These 2 sphinxes. It's like saying, we all have to live our lives. We all have people, which could those sphinxes. Tongue twister today, I'll tell you what. Those sphinxes could represent other people. They could represent your job, external circumstances. But ultimately, you are in control, and you are the one that will be finding success at this time by taking control this week. So I feel you need to take control. You do have this 8 of Cups here, but really I feel this is, again, walking away from something emotionally, or just realizing your emotions for something. Like I said with this Temperance card, 8 of Cups to me is not necessarily a bad card. It can be walking away from something, but you're walking towards the 9 of Cups. You're walking towards fulfillment. Next, you have the Success card, or you're walking towards success here, Libra. So I feel there is a lot of success coming in for you with this energy. Yeah, it's maybe you are finally understanding exactly what you need to do. You have this Illumination card here. A lot of guidance, I would say, in this reading. Here, Libra, you have the Success, Illumination, then you have the Knight of Swords, 7 of Wands, and Queen of Cups. The Knight of Swords is once you know what actions to take to find success, you will be charging forward with that Knight of Swords. So I feel, and the Chariot as well. So maybe you are just understanding what actions you need to take at this time to get a job, get a relationship, or whatever the case may be here. With that energy. The 7 of Wands is a card of conviction. It just says, when you know that you're going to be successful at something, with the 7 of Wands, you will be very successful. And Queen of Cups is, again, emotions. It's I feel for some of you, this could be you discovering something that you will have an emotional connection to, but this is a good thing. It'll be positive emotions. So again, you could be finding a job that makes you happy, or brings up other positive emotions. It could also just be that you are entering into an emotionally balanced relationship. To me, it's not showing up here in the reading. It's more intuitive. So I'd say if I did an extra row, which I might do actually, but I bet it would show up in the future. So I feel for some of you, this is saying that you are getting more in touch with your emotions, is what I feel with that 4 of Cups and this Judgment card. It's more internal. And I feel you're listening to yourself with this Temperance card, and I feel that's allowing you to connect with people who are more emotionally mature, relationships that are more emotionally mature, or even jobs that you connect with more emotionally. Again, my one criticism of this reading, if I was being super picky about these cards, would be I feel you need to allow yourself to be surprised. Again, I feel things do not have to go a certain way. I feel that your challenge this week will be, maybe comparing yourself to other people, thinking oh, my parents met like this, or oh, my best friend met their husband this way, or whatever. Having those types of expectations, or thinking that things have to go a certain way, I feel could be a little bit of a challenge. So I wouldn't do that. I feel you just need to realize that your journey is different. But let's clarify this, and let's see what we get for you in the clarification. Between the 4 of Cups and the Temperance card, you have the King of Hearts, the home. The home, this card is called the house, and it represents safety, security, comfort, protection. And again, grounding energy is basically safety, security, comfort, protection. I feel a lot of you doing any grounding exercises, grounding yourself, going out into nature, any of that stuff would be good for you this week. Could also be a move, pretty simply. Knight of Swords. This could say that you've been waiting to move, or maybe you've been looking for the perfect house, and you could be finding something. Between the Judgment card and the Chariot, you have the Animus. This card is actually called the Gentleman in traditional Lenormand, and it's the Ace of Hearts, and it can represent your true love. So I do feel there could be like a true love coming in for you here, or a very deep connection with a person. Again, I feel like you would feel it with this Judgment card. The Judgment card is like your inner calling, but kind of, like intuitively what I feel is that I do feel this feels like a different type of connection. So I literally feel like you will feel this person. Between the Three of Wands and the Eight of Cups, you have the Ten of Clubs here. I just feel like a lot of people are done with the BS. The Ten of Clubs is not a bad card, but it is a card of burdens. It can represent like a heavy energy. It can represent like just, overbearing energy. It can be one of those things too, where again, it's not considered to be a bad card, but it can definitely be one of those cards where maybe your boss is giving you too much responsibility here, or maybe you're just dealing with a lot of responsibilities in life. Eight of Cups is like wanting to walk away from those responsibilities. I don't think this is a bad thing. We're going to clarify through and see. Between the Temperance card and the Knight of Swords, you have the Jack of Clubs. This is called the Whip, and everybody's had this card this week. It is a card that says, do not beat yourself up over the past, so let go of any guilt or anything like that. Between the Chariot and the Seven of Wands, you have the King of Diamonds. King of Diamonds is the card of the true soulmate, and you have the Ace of Hearts, the King of Hearts. This is an amazing love reading, so this definitely could be like a true soulmate or true love coming in for you here, Libra, and it would be a very deep connection. Between the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Cups, you have the Queen of Diamonds. Having a choice to make here. For some of you, I'm wondering if you are having to walk away from a past relationship. With this Eight of Cups, I would say do not be afraid to let go of something from the past. You don't really have anything here that would represent not wanting to do that. Like, you don't have the Four of Diamonds here, or the Four of Pentacles, like holding on too tightly to the past. So for a lot of you, I feel this is an easy choice. Yeah, you have the Jack of Diamonds in your top row outcome here. I do feel for some of you, it's like you're fearing regrets. Or, again, you could be dealing with a person who is fearing having regrets. So if you're thinking about leaving someone here, Libra, it's definitely popping into my head. I feel like you should, don't be afraid of regret here with this Jack of Clubs. I feel like leaving someone is just going to lead to new love here. In your middle row here, yeah, you have the Fox. A lot of people getting the Fox this week in their last position as well, Libra. The Fox is a card of needing to not trick yourself. What'd you get?
Coffee and a donut and the neck thing.
Oh.
What number are you on?
1.
Seriously?
I just took it. You barely been gone. Sorry about that, Libra. The Fox says, do not trick yourself out of something that could be good for you. So I feel like you need to not trick yourself out of something with that Fox energy. And bottom row, you have the Eight of Diamonds. This card is called the Key. The key says that you hold all the keys necessary to be very successful this week. But I mean, if we look at it this way as well, it's almost like someone has the key to your heart, because you have the house, you have the gentleman here, which is like the Ace of Hearts, but you have the house, the King of Diamonds, and the Eight of Diamonds in this row here. So I really feel like someone could be finally opening up to you here. But again, I feel like you're gonna have to be open to it, is what I'd say. And let's see if I can get this without ripping my microphone off my table. You have the Queen of Clubs. This card wanted to pop out there, which is a card of trickiness or tricky energy. I just want to pull one more row here. You have the Eight of Diamonds, or the Ace of Diamonds, card of success and new beginnings. So I feel there could be a very positive new beginning in love coming in for you. You have the Nine of Hearts here. The Nine of Hearts is a card of a knight in shining armor, so definitely could be love charging into your life here. And you have the Anchor as well. Yeah, definitely something could be holding you back here in this bottom row. Like I said, I feel for some of you, I feel like the most important part about this reading is that you need to allow yourself to be surprised. Like if you're looking for love, I feel like you need to just be open to allowing it to come to you in any way that it possibly can. And like no expectations here, especially if you're going on dates. Same thing if you're looking for a job as well. I feel like there could be something coming in, but it could be coming in from like a third party is what's popping into my head. So What the hell does that mean? For some of you, if you're looking for a job, I feel like you could have like a friend of a friend or something that's like, oh, I need someone to do this. But what's popping into my head here, especially putting all this together, is like there could be a job that you would never think of doing coming in for you, but I would accept it. I feel like it could be a very good job. So this looks really good, Libra. I like this. So definitely a lot of success for you. So thank you for watching and enjoy your week.